previous class we have discussed about derivation of equations of motion in general manner. Now we will derive the equations of motion by graphical method. Okay? Yes. So we are going to derive with a graphical method. Graphical method for the derivation of kinematic equations of motions. Okay? Yeah. So first equation let us derive. First equation. What is that one? V is equal to U plus AT. V is the final velocity, U is the initial velocity, A is the acceleration, and T is the time. Clear? Yes. Now let us use a graph to derive this equation. Okay? Now I am taking a graph of velocity versus time. Velocity and time graph. Time on x-axis and velocity on y-axis I am taking. Clear? Yes. Now I am going to draw a graph for the uniform motion of an object. Let us consider an object is there and it is moving. That too uniform motion with some initial velocity. It is see I am starting from rest. U is equal to 0 for me and I am moving. Uniform velocity means your graph will start from the origin. But I am not taking that. I want initial velocity also. So that's why I take from some initial velocity u, a vehicle has started its motion. Means see here. Now I am in motion. I am continuing. Got it? So when I enter into your camera, I am in motion. That is my initial velocity, not 0. And it is moving uniformly like this. And this is the final velocity of that vehicle. This is the final velocity V, let us take. Final velocity. Up to that time it is moving. Means from here to here it is under motion. Clear? Okay? Yes. Now, so this is the graph which represents a vehicle or an object or a particle is under uniform motion with some initial velocity u. So this is the graph where a particle is in uniform motion, uniform velocity with some initial velocity u. Clear? Yes. Now I want this equation. To get this equation, what I will do is I take the slope. I take slope of this graph. What is the slope of the velocity and time graph gives you? You know that acceleration? Yes or no? Yes. So velocity and time graph slope gives us acceleration. Correct? Yes. Okay. Now for this total path from here to here, I am taking the slope. Okay? I am going to give the name for this. That is this point is A and this is initial velocity u. And this is B, this is C, and then this point is D, and this is the origin. Okay? I have mentioned A, B, C, D, O. Clear? Yes. Now this line, slope I want. What can I do? This y increment upon x increment. This gives us slope. This will give you delta x. This will give you delta y. Correct? Yes. What is the slope? Slope of this graph, this line. I want this line slope. Slope is nothing but delta y upon delta x. Correct? Yes. Slope here it will give you acceleration. The slope of delta y by delta x. This value. I mean, see, from here to here on y axis, this is u. O B C D is u. And BD is U plus V, this total. This is U, this is V. This total is U plus V. Clear? Okay? Now, this gives you, from this total, you have to subtract this. This total is V. Okay? This total is V. From this total, if you subtract this, you get this delta y. Okay? So that means delta y upon delta x is nothing but AC. From this triangle, ABC triangle, slope of AB line is BC upon AC. Clear? Okay. So what is BC? BC. We can write this BC as BD minus CD. BD BD minus, from this total BD we have to subtract this CD upon this AC is AC, it will be as is. Okay. So what is BD? B to D is nothing but total final velocity B minus what is CD? CD is nothing but initial velocity U. What is AC? AC is within that time how much velocity it is moving, with what velocity it is moving. This is the time. AC is the time. Okay? ST. Now what to do? Cross multiply it. You get A into T at the same time is equal to V minus U. You send this side and get U plus AB is equal to V. So it can be written as V equal to U plus AB. Very simple, and you should write in examination. This is they will ask you definitely. They will ask for your unit test or midterm or final exam also for 3 marks. How many marks? 3 marks. Important derivation. But you should not write only this. You should explain in words. Let us consider a vehicle or object is in uniform motion with a constant velocity. Okay? The graph for velocity and time graph for a vehicle moving with uniform velocity is you draw. And you write each and every term in it here. What is U, what is U, what is V, what is T, B, C, A, these all things. Then take the slope and go on derive. Very simple it is. Got it? Okay? No need to explain again, no? Shall I go for next question? Yes, so it is very easy, Nana. Yes, good. Now I am going to derive the next equation. So before deriving the next equation, just remember this. This you just remember, okay? Yes, this you just remember because any one of these may be useful for us for the next equation. Okay? Yeah. Now I am going to derive for next equation. Again, same. Yeah. So second equation is S is equal to ut plus half at square, correct? Yes. So let us derive this equation also. Let us derive this equation also. See, and before we do this, in your material, whatever I have shown for you, in that material, velocity and time graph I have taken. From here, velocity taken. Here I have mentioned as V0. V0 means nothing but initial velocity. 0 indicates initial velocity. V0 means U. I am taking here as U. If you want, I can take V0 only. V0 means initial velocity. Means your equation will become V is equal to V0 plus AT. Don't get confusion. I am writing V is equal to U plus AT so that you can understand it clearly. Okay? V0 indicates U initial velocity only. There I have given like that. Don't get confusion, okay? Yes. Now, again let us say a particle moving, a particle is in a vehicle is in uniform motion with a constant acceleration, uniform velocity. Okay? Yes. Now, I am taking time on x-axis and velocity on y-axis. Okay? Yes. Now again I am taking that initially the vehicle is in motion and that velocity is V0. Okay, let us take this only, whatever is there in your material. Okay, and it is going with the uniform velocity, not constant velocity. Uniform acceleration is there. Okay, yes. Now let us imagine this is the final velocity that which it will attain V. Clear? Yes. I am going to give the names for this. Draw one perpendicular to x-axis also and draw one perpendicular to this line. Okay, this is A, this is B, this is C, D, that's it. O. Clear? Yes. Now, what I want this equation, displacement I want. Okay, how to get the displacement from velocity and time graph? Yes, if you take the area, you will get displacement. Yes or no? Yes. So, to get displacement, S means displacement na. To get displacement, U means V naught I. S means displacement. To get displacement, what we should take from the velocity and time graph? We should take area. Clear? Yes, I am taking area under the graph. Area of velocity time graph use UR. Okay? Yes. So area of velocity and time graph gives you area of velocity and time graph gives you what? Displacement. Yes. What is the area? Total area under this velocity time graph? This is the line. Velocity line. Okay? This total area. This total area. This is the total area under velocity time graph. Correct? Yes. Yes. This total area should take. Then you will get the total area under velocity time graph. Okay? Yes. Now, so if you see clearly, it is like a, what is this? Trapezium. Okay? Area of a trapezium you follow. Otherwise, two diagrams you can see here. One is a triangle, ABC triangle, another is a rectangle, ACDO. Okay? Two things are there. Whatever you want, you do. Your wish. Okay? Clear? Yes. Area of this total trapezium I am taking half height into SBS, correct? Yes. Okay? Okay. Now I am taking half into area of this trapezium is half into sum of the parallel sides. This side and this side into height. That is the formula. Clear? This is the height of this. Okay? Yeah. So one parallel side is this, another parallel side is this. This total value is V0. This value is V0. This value is V0. So formula for the area of this trapezium is half into sum of the parallel sides. AO plus BD into height of this is AC. Clear? Yes. So what do we get? Area under VT graph gives us displacement. Yes, I am writing S bar is displacement. You write S also, no problem. Nothing will happen. Yes. Remember it is displacement. Okay? Yes. Is equal to half. What is AO? AO is the initial velocity of vehicle V0 plus. What is BD? BD is the final velocity is the beginning toward its motion B. Into AC. What is AC? A to C is the time it is taking to get the velocity. This is the time it is taking. Okay? Yeah. T. Okay, sir. No problem. Correct. Now, we just now we have derived that V is equal to V0 plus AT. Yes or no? Yes, just now we have derived. Substitute this here. Okay. S is equal to half of V0 plus what is V? V means V0 plus AT into T. So S is equal to half of V0 plus V0 is 2 times of V0 plus AT into T. So you get S is equal to half of 2 times of V0 into T plus AT into T, AT square. Now multiply with half for this total. Okay. This half cancel. V0 T plus half will be here AT square. Yes. Very simple equation again. And it is important. Frequently they are asking for your board exams. PU students means state students. CBSE students also they may ask. Okay, understand. Something message I am reading. Sir, last step didn't get, sir. What is that initial? Which step, Nana? Hey, very easy. No, nothing is there to understand. What is there? No difficulty. No. Clear? Okay. I think you are understanding. Very easy, Nana. Again, let us consider a vehicle is in uniform motion. Let us draw a velocity time graph for the vehicle in uniform motion with a constant velocity, with a uniform velocity. Okay, 4 steps. 1, 2, 3, 4. Yeah. So I am writing this one again. S is equal to S is equal to half V naught plus. In the place of V, I am writing this. In the place of V, I am writing this. V is there. No, this V, I know this equation. V is equal to V naught plus AT from previous one. This one. In the place of V, because V is equal to V naught plus AT. Substitute here, just multiply, you will get the answer. Simple equation. Okay, na? For graphical method, it is important enough. Repeatedly they are asking. If you have, there will be no worry. Okay, very important. Sometimes for 5 marks they are asking. You just not to write this equation. You should explain in words. That explanation is there in your material. Okay, read it. Okay, na? Clear? Yes, I am going to write this also. No problem. What is there? Fourth step, 1, 2, 3, 4. Fourth step, what is there? In this half, V naught, in the place of V, I am substituting this. Repeatedly I am saying, in the place of V, just substitute this, because already you know this. V is equal to V naught plus NT, already you know. In the place of V, substitute this, I am saying. Substitute. V naught plus V naught is 2 times of V naught plus AT. Into T. Everything is as it is. There is nothing is new here. Just in the place of V, I am substituting V naught plus AT. Okay? Yeah. This is second equation. Have derived. Okay? Yes. Students, Abhay is asking that, sir, please write a U in place of V. It is confusing. Okay, I'll write. Why I am writing? Because in the material I have given that V naught. That's why. Otherwise, I will use U only. Okay? Yeah. Now I am going to derive the third equation of motion, that is V square minus U square is equal to 2AS. This is the third equation we have to derive graphically. Okay? Yeah. Again, I am taking a particle is in uniform motion, uniform with a constant velocity, uniform velocity. Okay? So this is the time axis, this is x axis, and this is the velocity y axis. Okay? Yes. Clear? Yes. Again, I am considering that a vehicle is starting from some initial velocity u. Starting from some initial velocity u. I am taking u only. Why? U v not I won't take. U only I take. Okay? And it is moving with a uniform velocity like this. Uniform velocity. Okay? Means constant acceleration is there. Positive acceleration like this. Uniform velocity is moving like this. Okay, now? Clear? Okay. Now, let us imagine this is the final velocity, what it is attaining. Okay? Now, draw perpendicular to this again. And draw one more perpendicular to this again. This is, you get A, this is B, this is C, this is D, again U. Okay. Now, what you want? You want V square minus square equal to AS. Okay. Now, again, take the area under velocity time graph. This gives you what? Displacement, means yes, it will gives you, okay? It gives you displacement, okay? So what is the displacement? Yeah, right. Area of this last type of order, yes, again, this is the repeating area like this. This total area. Okay, so what is this area? This area is half into sum of the parallel sides OA plus BD into height AC. This is the area. Something message I got. Sir, can we take the slope, sir? We can take the slope, sir. So slope, if you take slope, you won't get the answer. So that's why you take area only. Okay, you take area only. Yes. Now, so this area at the last angle gives us displacement that will be equal to half into what is OA? OA is just now I have given just now we discussed that is U. Previously I told you that V naught both are same. So U plus BD. What is BD? B to D. This is the final velocity. It is attaining V. Okay, V into what is AC? AC is A to C. This is AC. This is the time it is taking to get that final velocity V. This time. So at T. Okay. Up to here same as this. Now in previous derivation, I have replaced this V with U plus A. Now what I am doing is in the place of T, I substitute. Okay, you know that acceleration is V minus U by T. Now what is T now? T will be V minus U by A. Okay, this you take equation number 1. Now in this equation number 1, substitute equation 2. Means in the place of T, you substitute this. You will get the answer. S is equal to half. And substitute equation 2 in 1. Okay? Yeah. Half U plus V into T. What is T? T is V minus U by A. Correct? Yes. So I write this like this. Half V plus U, I write V plus U. U plus V I am writing as V plus U. Both are same. Into V minus U by A. So what will happen now? It will become V plus U into V minus U. A plus B into A minus B. V square minus U square upon 2 times of A. Cross multiply it, you get it as V square minus U square is equal to 2A. This is third equation, kinematic equation. Is it? And it is also important. It is also important. Clear? Got it? I hope you are understanding what I am explaining here. Yes. Okay. Understood? No? So here, yes, understood, sir. Okay. For this remaining this S is equal to U plus half A square and B square minus U square is equal to S. For these two equations, what I have done? I have taken same area under this VT graph up to here as this. For getting S is equal to U plus half A square, I am replacing V with U plus A. Whereas to get this equation, I am replacing T with V minus U by A. Substitute, you will get the answer. That's it. Just remember this step. Very easy and important for 5 marks. Definitely for 5 marks you will get one question from this. Okay? Any one of these two. Okay? Important. Yes. So this is our graphical method of getting B square minus U square equal to 2AS. Now, fourth equation is there, no? SN equation. SN equation is there, no? That later we will derive it. Before deriving that, let us discuss calculus method also. Calculus method means deriving that equation by calculus method. And this method is also very important. With this method also, examiner will ask you to derive the equations. Okay? Yeah. So first equation I am going to bear. What is that one? V is equal to U plus AT. This is my first equation. I have to derive this equation. Okay? Yeah. So to derive this equation, what we have to do is, let us consider the vehicle is in accelerated motion, acceleration motion. Okay? Then acceleration of the vehicle is given as A is equal to dv by dt. Yes or no? You know this. Acceleration is nothing but rate of change of velocity. You know this already. Just like we know that acceleration is equal to rate of change of velocity. So right, A is equal to dv by dt. This meaning what? How velocity is changing with respect to time. What is the meaning? dv by dt. Just listen to this point. d by dt. This is called as rate of change. Okay? If I write d by dt of v, then it is called as rate of change in velocity. Velocity is changing with respect to time, then it is called as acceleration. Yes, it is called as acceleration. Okay? If something is changing, if I write d by dt of temperature, yes, temperature also will change with time, no? See, thermometer, if you keep in a hot bath, temperature of the thermometer will increase, no? Temperature reading will increase, no? Means with respect to time only it will change. This is called as rate of change in temperature. d by dt is that means rate. Clear? Okay? D by dt means it is a rate. How a particular quantity is changing with respect to time. Particular quantity here is velocity, here is temperature. It may be anything. Clear? And sometimes you get like this, d by dx. This is called defined as gradient. Just remember, in future chapters we will get this point as gradient. Gradient defined. So means if something is changing, d means changing with respect to distance, then it will be called as gradient. What we call gradient. How it will be? We will see in further chapters. Okay? In heat, temperature chapter, there we will discuss about this gradient. Okay, just remember the name and what it is exactly. I will explain that time so that it will be clear for you. Okay, yeah. So dv by dt means rate of change in velocity. Yes. So d by dt means change. D means differentiation. That is nothing but change in v here. That is called as acceleration. Okay, sir. No problem. Now cross multiply this now. We will get a into dt is equal to d. Correct? Yes. Then what I have done here? Just I have cross multiplied this equation. We know this equation, and from that equation, dt I am setting this side. Okay? Yes. Perfect. No problem. Now I am writing dt first, and then a dt is second. Just I have replaced these positions. Nothing problem. No problem. No? Yes. Because I want to get the same exactly like this. That's why. Okay? Yeah. Now what to take? Integration on both sides. Integrate on both sides. Integrate on both sides. On both sides you integrate. What is it? You get integration of dt is equal to integration of a dt. Okay? This is what I am doing. What I am doing is it is indefinite integration. Because I have not applied any limits to this. I have not applied any limits to this. If I am not applying limits, that will be called as indefinite integrations. If I apply limits from where to where it is integrated, that will be called as definite integrations. Okay? Yeah. Okay. No problem. Now integration of dv, you will get d. Why? Integration, differentiation, cancel. Just remember like this I told you. Okay? Yes. They'll cancel. You get v. Okay? No problem. Yes. Okay? Yes. Is equal to integration of dt A is constant because I am saying that uniform acceleration motion, constant acceleration. Uniform velocity means constant acceleration. Yes, acceleration will be constant. So any constant term is there in integration, we can take it out of the integration. Yes, I have taken. So let V is equal to A into integration of dt. Integration dt cancel, you get t. Along with this, you will get one constant term here. That is called as integration constant. Here K is called as integration constant. Constant of integration. Okay? This value you will get when you apply initial conditions. Initial conditions. What is the initial condition? I told you that at time t is equal to 0, you are in motion. With u, you are not starting from rest. You are not starting from 0. You are starting from u. That is the initial condition. Means this k value we can get by applying. Who is Varun? Just take integration. After taking integration, always if only one term is there, then only this will happen. Integration differentiation will get cancelled. You get d. Then here A is constant term because I am taking the situation that constant accelerated motion, constant acceleration, uniform velocity. So A will come out of the integration, remaining term will be integration of dt. Integration of dt. Integration differentiation cancel, you get d. But along with this, you get one constant term k also. That we call it as constant of integration. Now to get this k, to get the value of k, apply initial conditions. Initial conditions to apply. You will get initially at time t is equal to 0. Vehicle is with a velocity. Vehicle is having a velocity u. V means velocity and field. You will get confusion again. Vehicle velocity is, what is the velocity of a vehicle at time t is equal to 0? U. Clear? Now substitute in the place of v. In the substitute, in the place of v, what we should substitute? We should substitute u. So u is equal to a into time is 0. At time t equal to 0, we are substituting this. So t equal to 0 plus k. So a into 0 is 0. So k value will be u. Substitute here. We will get the answer as v is equal to at plus k. What is k? K is u. Yes. So you can write as v equal to u plus at. That's it. I hope you are understanding this simple point. Okay, now understood now? Any doubts still? Still, do you have any doubts in this? Understood, sir. First, this one I will explain you with by taking limits also. Okay, this is without taking limits. And now I will take limits also. Now I take limits also. Integration of dv. No? Yes. Now I take limits also. So see here. Now I am applying limits. Integration of dv. Velocity changing from initial velocity to final velocity is equal to integration of a dt. Correct. Time is changing from 0 to t. Yes. When time is 0, velocity is u. When time is t, velocity will be v. This is the limiting conditions. No, for our consideration. So integration of dv is what is the velocity. Integration of dv is velocity. Now this velocity is having a limit u to v is equal to a will come out. Integration of dv is t and t is having a limit from 0 to t. Apply the limiting conditions. Already I have explained you how to apply this. Now in the place of v, substitute find upper limit first. Minus in the place of v, substitute u lower limit. How to apply the limits? First you have is equal to a into upper limit it is t minus lower limit is 0. In the place of t you should substitute that value. In the place of v you should substitute this value. Okay, yeah, we'll get v minus u is equal to a into t, so it will become v equal to u plus at. Yes, both are same. Whichever is comfortable to you that you use, no problem. Whichever is easy you feel that you use, no problem, both are same. Got it? In the previous point of view, what we have to do is we should apply initial conditions. Perfect method is that only. This method also good. Okay, no problem. Okay, na? I hope you understand this point also. Correct? Yeah. So in your material, these all points will be there. You just read them. It is important. It is also important. It is also important. Next, we are going to discuss about next point, next derivation also. Okay, by calculus method only. Okay, time is less than 2 minutes. Na? If I start, I can't explain. So what to do? In next class, I'll continue. This in calculus method, still 2 points. Two derivations are there. The 2 derivations I'll explain you in next class. Okay, na? I'll take the test. Na? Test is on Wednesday. Tomorrow Wednesday. Thursday I'll take. Objective test. Yes, I'm announcing now. You will be having an objective test on Wednesday. Thursday. Topic is units and measurements. Objective test, units and measurements. Okay, in Google form sheet. Chemistry test when it is? Thursday it is, huh? Wednesday, tomorrow I'll take. Tomorrow I'll take them. Afzal, shall I take tomorrow? I'll stop this recording.